Hi everyone, it's Paik here. Today we're making a weapons guide for Whirlwindsmith and we're going to be taking a look at the bamboo cut style, which combines two specific weapons, the Infernal Twinblades and the Mortal Rope Dart. In this game you can equip any two weapons you desire, but the game actually recommends combining these two specifically together because they have great synergy, forming what's called the bamboo cut wind style. This style plays similarly to an assassin in Whirlwindsmith. We're going to use the Mortal Rope Dart to control enemies to stun them, and at the same time to give ourselves damage buffs. But then we're going to switch to our main damage weapon, the Twinblades, that will take advantage of those buffs and attack aggressively. We have great mobility to always stay close to the enemy and keep the pressure going on, and even though it's a great DPS weapon that works fine in PvE, it's really good especially in PvP, thanks to the incredible mobility and control that it gives us. Let's start explaining the Mortal Rope Dart. It's a weapon that lets us apply pressure and control enemies, and also buff ourselves before switching to the Twinblades to deal damage. However, the Rope Dart can also deal good damage by itself, so I'll explain all of its combos and then later I'll explain how we want to play it and the general philosophy behind it. First of all, we have a light combo of 4 hits. We won't use this much because for that purpose we will switch to our Twinblades, but still they deal good damage, and if you want to use it damage wise, you can do it no problem. If we press the heavy attack button, our character starts spinning the cable, and here we can do two things. If we press the light attack button, we'll do a hit that slams enemies to the ground, giving us a good opening to attack or do whatever we want, and if we press the heavy attack button, we'll throw the cable forward and pull enemies towards us to then keep attacking short range or switch weapons or whatever. When you're charging this rope, you actually have 3 charge levels. These charge levels don't make your attack stronger or anything like that, but each one of them gives you an effect. For example, when you reach level 1 of your charge, your next heavy skill, which we will discuss later, will be empowered. When you reach level 2, you start regenerating HP over time, and when you reach level 3, you start regenerating your ki, which is basically your posture bar. So if you keep charging this skill, you can slowly heal yourself and recover ki. But remember that it drains stamina, so you can't hold it forever or otherwise you'll run out of stamina and get punished. But if enemies are away, you can charge this skill, you heal yourself, and in PvP, for example, people will be pressured to attack you before you heal enough. Now let's talk about the heavy skill. It summons a rat that digs into the ground, and while you're doing light attacks on enemies, this rat will come out and attack them, doing extra damage. One of the great things about this skill is that if you switch weapons, the rat keeps attacking, as long as you keep doing light attacks with your new weapon. So you can summon the rat, switch to your Twinblades, and it will keep attacking. This makes it one of the key skills of the Rope Dart because you can activate it, switch to your main DPS weapon, which are the Twinblades, and keep benefiting from the buff. When you summon a rat, by the way, it consumes those little icons under the weapon. There are 2 of them, but even if you have 2, you can only have 1 rat active at the time. It's rare to run out since they regenerate gradually, so don't worry about it. Like I said before, when you charge the cable to level 1, your next heavy skill gets empowered, and this is what it does. If you charge to level 1 and then use the heavy skill to summon a rat, you'll summon a powered up rat that doesn't attack alone. It also calls phantom rats that pop up from the ground and deal damage. They attack even if you're not attacking yourself, so even if you're doing something else, they keep damaging the enemy. This greatly increases your total damage. Then we have the light skill, which is really interesting. First, you throw the cable at an enemy. If it's a small enemy, you'll pull it towards you, but if it's a boss, you'll usually fly towards it. Then you have about 2 seconds to reactivate the skill, in which case you'll do a kick that knocks enemies to the ground. And every time you hit with this skill, by the way, whether it's the first or the second part, you get a buff called Vendetta, which empowers your rat attacks. So as you can see, it fits perfectly into the kit, giving you both more control and extra damage. So how does the basic combo work? It's actually very simple. First, press the heavy attack to start charging your rope, and then, when you reach charge level 1, use the heavy skill to summon your empowered rats. Follow up with your light skill to pull the enemy and knock it down while also activating Vendetta so your rats deal extra damage. From here, switch weapon to your Twinblades to start dealing true damage. If you want to stay with your Rope Dart and keep attacking, you can do it if you want, the damage is fine, but the main purpose of this weapon is buffing, knocking the enemy down and switching. Now, the Infernal Twinblades have a 4-hit light combo as you can see here, and if you look at the bottom right next to the weapon icon, you'll see a red bar that fills up as you deal damage. The bar is called Infernal Flames, and it fills whenever you deal damage to enemies with this weapon. It doesn't have to be only light attacks, any damage counts. When the bar is full, you can press heavy attack to activate the Infernal Flame state. During this time, the bar starts draining. While it's active, you gain movement speed, deal more posture damage, get 10% more crit chance, 20% more crit damage, a bit of lifesteal and super armor, so enemies can't interrupt you. So when you activate this state, you deal more damage and can keep attacking without worrying about getting interrupted. But you still take damage, so don't go too crazy against groups or bosses or you'll get hit hard. The most important part, however, is that your light combo changes. Instead of 4 hits, now you get a 5-hit combo that ends with a vertical spin that deals a lot of damage. If you activate Infernal Flame and go all in with light attacks, you can usually fit in 2 full combos before it ends. Since the last hits of this combo deal the most damage, it's very important to reach the end of your combo twice. A variation of this combo is that if you stop after the last hit and wait before pressing again, you'll restart directly from the 3rd hit, skipping the first 2. So you go from the 5th hit, that is this spinning attack, to the 3rd hit, that is this attack that you throw your blade forward. But honestly, it's not really worth it, just keep pressing light attack non-stop and you'll deal more damage overall. About your defensive options, if you parry during the combo, it resets back to the 1st hit. But if you dodge, you can continue where you left off, so if you want to keep your combo going, dodging is better than parrying, that way you can keep reaching the final attacks that deal the most damage. The light skill makes you spin forward, dealing damage as you move. It does good damage, but it's mainly used for mobility. You can store 3 charges, each one with a 15 seconds cooldown, so you can use it 3 times in a row, but then you'll have to wait for them to recharge one by one. The last spin often interrupts enemies, which is great. You have a lot of mobility, but use it wisely, don't waste them all at once. The heavy skill throws your blade forward. If you press again while they're flying, you'll do a wide slash that does decent damage, but it's not really worth it, because really what you want to do is wait till the blades have returned, wait a little bit and then press the heavy skill again to do a double slash that deals more damage and also reduces your light skill cooldowns by 3 seconds. So always do the double slash version. However, be aware that this skill doesn't have cooldown, but it consumes stamina on use. The main concept of the Twinblades is to do light attacks to fill your Infernal Flame bar. Once it's full, activate it and keep attacking like crazy. Whenever the enemy moves away, use the light skill to close the gap, and if you want to reset cooldowns of that skill, use the heavy skill. That's basically how you play it. However, I'm gonna give you some specific really good combos for this weapon. For example, one of my favorites is to start with a light skill to approach the enemy, then use the heavy skill to do the double slash and reduce cooldowns, then do 4 light attacks to fill the bar, activate Infernal Flame, and do 2 full 5-hit combos, so when you finish the last combo, the Infernal Flame ends. Then you repeat light skill to close in, heavy skill to reset cooldowns, 4 light attacks to fill the bar again, activate Infernal Flame and repeat. It can loop forever. Another combo that I like that has a bit of more burst damage, we start with the same light skill, then heavy skill to reduce cooldowns, then 4 light attacks to fill the bar, activate Infernal Flame, and here use the light skill twice during the buff. Then do 1 5-hit combo and start another one. You won't finish the second one because the buff will end, but then you can use the heavy skill twice again to reduce cooldowns, and by then you'll have enough Infernal Flame to reactivate the buff. This version of the combo has more burst, but burns through your light skill charges faster, so if the enemy runs away, you might not have a way to close in. It depends on the situation. Now, how these 2 weapons work together. I already explained how they work separately, but let's go over a typical combo that you'll use most of the time with both combined. You start with the rope dart and charge it to level 1 to summon a power rat with the heavy skill. Then you use your light skill to pull the enemy, kick them down and activate Vendetta to buff your rats. Then switch to your Twinblades, use your light skill to engage, heavy skill to reduce cooldowns, then do your 4 light attacks, this will fill your Infernal bar, so activate Infernal mode. Then do twice your Infernal mode 5-hit combos, and when the Infernal mode ends, you go back to the rope dart. Charge again to summon your empowered rat, use the light skill to attract enemies and knock them down and put Vendetta on the rat so they deal more damage, swap to your Twinblades, use the light skill again, keep attacking and making the combo I just teach you with the Twinblades, and when the Infernal mode is over, swap again to your rope dart, reactivate buffs, then switch to the Twinblades, keep attacking, and keep repeating forever. And that's all for this guide, guys. I hope you liked it and find it useful. If you did, make sure to leave a like on this video. That's it for today. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.